Yesterday, I did not have time to cover the reveal, but thankfully it's really simple to understand. This would be a relic that would allow you to switch to any spell book and use any spell and use any prayer without having to worry about unlocking a scroll, going to the region, or needing to complete a quest or a diary. You'd still need the runes for the spells, but that is essentially how that works. Now, let's talk about here the combo item drops, because this is the big one today. And what they're doing is essentially if there's a drop that is useless because you need an item in another region, that is going to be automatically completed for you. Now, there is an image on the website, but we can actually read here, and we have a little list here. So we have Guardian Boots from the Grotesque Guardians. We have the Amulet of Rancor from Araxor. People are going to be very excited for that. The Alchemical Hydra, you can get the Dragon Hunter Lance, the Ferocious Gloves, and the Bone Crusher Necklace, all from just the Alchemical Hydra. Cerberus, you can get the Eternal Boots. You still have to make the other two boots from Cerberus because you can obtain those boots in Asgarnia. Zulrah is going to automatically turn a Magic Fang into an uncharged Toxic Trident. People are very hyped for that one, for the few that are taking Heroine. We have Leviathan giving you a Venator ring. Whisperer gives you a Bellator ring. Bardorvis gives you an Altor ring. Duke Succulus gives you the Magus ring. And the Fortress Colosseum just flat out gives you Echo Boots. The Theater of Blood gives you an Avernic Defender. You don't have to go that whole Defender grind. Chambers of Zarek gives you a Kodai Wand. Adamant Dragons give you the Dragon Kite Shield. And Rune Dragons give you the Dragon Plate Body. And at the end here, we have Phantom Muspa gives you the Ancient Scepter. All Desert Treasure 2 bosses will drop all parts of the Soul Reaper axe in order. All raids will offer the chance to obtain Twisted Bow, Tumican Shadow, and Scythe of Vitter. More information about this to come, which I think means that maybe it's going to work a little differently than people expect. I'm not sure. Dragon pickaxes obtained via Volcanic Mine ore packs will come repaired. So everyone's going to have a dragon pick option as long as you're willing to do Volcanic Mine. So that means the stocks of Wilderness went down a little bit. Now you have a chance to loot Dragon Hasta instead of a broken Dragon Hasta from the Brimstone chest. And Tormented Synapse has its inspection option adjusted and will now allow you to instantly convert it to an Emberlight, Scorching Bow, or Purging Staff. So, my first thoughts from this, this is pretty awesome, and I like. My big thing was I didn't like that Fremennik has this Echo ring, and then all of the rings in Fremennik are worthless. So it's really nice that they did this so that all of those are good. Now, it is worth mentioning certain things are not going to be auto-combined. For example, what you won't see here is Fortified Missouri. So the reason for that is because the item is actually usable. Otherwise, if the item already has a use, it does not come automatically upgraded. So Missouri will still need to have Asgarnia. That kind of sucks, I gotta say. What really I don't like, and this is because I really like Temperos, Spirit Angler still needs to have Kandarin. Or Zaya, because you still need to get the Angler's outfit. You don't automatically get a chance at the drop at the Spirit Angler's outfit, which the reason is, I'm assuming because Spirit Flakes have a use because you can get an extra fish. Oh well. That does kind of suck, but it is what it is. I like the Fashionscape, and I'm not taking Kandarin, and I'm not taking Zaya with the desert, so it is what it is. Now, me personally, how am I affected? Well, you can see here the little orange or yellow for the regions. I'm taking desert, so I get the Leviathan stuff, and I get the tomb stuff, so that's, whatever. I'm taking wilderness, where I get absolutely nothing out of this whole thing. This whole update today for my wilderness stuff is kind of not a thing. And for Asgarnia, I mean, I get the Cerberus boots and the Whisperer, so that's, for me personally, it's not that great. As I said, this image is on the website. Let's see if I can open it up here. Yeah, so anything with that like yellowish glow, that is what is adjusted from this update today. So you can see the Leviathan, you get the ring, you get the weapons from the tombs. That tombs weapons, the weapons from the raid, those have already been pre-announced. So those aren't like new for today. So like for example here, if I look at Mauritania, the boots from the Guardians are new. The Rancor amulet, that's awesome. That's new. And then we have just the raids. And then we have the Alchemical Hydra. If you're going Karen, that's pretty neat. And then the Gauntlet, well, Turwin, we have the Trident. A lot of people are excited for that Trident because it's powered staff. Again, Wilderness gets absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. As you can see here, we still have the pieces for the shields. That's because it can all be completed in region. There was some people that didn't like the fact that Tombs doesn't get Ward, but I thought that also is usable without the Wilderness. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just too big of a buff to give it without. And then of course we have Fremennik, where they get the staff, the scepter from Muspa. They get the Duke Succulus, and Kandarin is the big loser here, right? This is another bad day for Kandarin. They got absolutely nothing. Kandarin got nothing, and they lost exclusive items. In fact, so that's kind of, you're a Kandarin picker. You're not very happy today. Cerberus got the boots, the Whisperer, and here we go with Varlamore. We have Vardorvis got the little buff, and we have the Colosseum getting the boots. Personally, my plan, and you can let me know in the comments if you've reached this far and you'd like to let me know what you think. I'm still planning to go Wilderness because I like Wilderness. I'm going Desert because I like Desert, and that leaves me with one region. And I'm currently, at this time, still wanting to go Ranged. Right now, I'm thinking I still should go Asgarnia for the Fortified Missouri, for the Crossbow. Next, for the Vamps, the only other thing I could think of is maybe I go Fremennik instead. I really should do the math and figure out like what I'm getting if I do that. I've never gone Fremennik in a league, and I kind of would like to. That's probably what I'm going to do after this, is actually sit down and really do the math with these regions and see which one I would prefer. I've never done Asgarnia either, I don't think, or at least I don't think I've ever done God Wars. I've never actually, I might have had Asgarnia and then not had enough time to play to actually go to God Wars, because generally leagues I don't have enough time. This league I have absolutely nothing on my schedule, so I should be able to play as much as I want. So I want to make sure I enjoy it as much as I want. That's why I kind of like the idea of Asgarnia, because I have access to all of these bosses that, you know, could be fun. But Fremennik's looking really good for range. The amulet, the ring. I get the bow, the miniature bow. And of course, I lose the cannon if I don't have Asgarnia. But I get that bow. And maybe that, you know, that's fine. We'll see.